Whew. All right. Here we go. Or something, hopefully, with any luck. I am going to glove up and hopefully be able to do this. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Hello, Wisteria. Thank you for the good luck. What I'm thinking is we will just pick maybe Bob's very first painting that he did, maybe, and try to follow along. I've been practicing my Bob Ross style. I tried to follow along once and had to reset all of my brushes because I was spending way too much time looking for brushes. But I have my Faygo. I have a Bob Ross. So let me go to his very first season and his very first show. And I will try to do as the Bob
Hi,
did.
I'm Bob Ross, and for the next 13 weeks, I'll be your host as we experience the joy of
now,
painting.
I'm going to be
I think each of us,
pausing
sometime during our life,
a lot.
has wanted to paint a picture. I think there's an artist hid in the bottom of every single one of us.
Bob, I
And
hope
here we
there
will try to
is.
show you how to bring that artist out, to put it on canvas, because you too can paint almighty pictures.
Also, if
You know, we
he
have
is too loud,
avoided
let
painting for
me
so
know.
long because I think all of our lives we've been told that you have to go to school half your life.
I can turn him
Maybe
down a
even
little
have to be
bit.
blessed by Michelangelo at birth to ever be able to paint a picture.
Oh,
And here we want to show you that that's not true, that you can paint a picture right along with us.
He says we
Each
can
week we'll
paint a
use the
picture.
same colors, we'll use the same equipment. So if you have your brush and palette ready next week,
Let's skip ahead a
then
little
coat of
bit.
paint here.
All right.
There we go.
He is putting
Just cover it nice and even.
magic white on the canvas. It's wet paint, so let me go wet and white. Hey, Jay. Oh, let's see how I do. This is going to be fun. All right, let's make this brush a little bit bigger because we're just covering the whole canvas with white. Just like Bob. That's what we're doing. We are doing do as Bob do. That is the goal here. But like I said, I'm going to be pausing him a lot because I have to find my brushes. This lucky man has all of his. All right, Bob. What now? All right.
You also need an almighty easel when you're doing this. You need an easel that will hold your canvas very firm and allow you to use these
Well,
big
I
brushes.
do have an easel that holds
Okay.
my canvas very firm.
Using a
Thank
large
you.
brush like this, it really doesn't take too long to cover your canvas.
All right. If you say so,
And
Bob.
if you get a hair like that, just pop it off with the corner of your brush,
Go
flip
up
it away.
and down and...
Okay.
All
And
right.
after you get your canvas covered with the magic white, we'll take and make long strokes back and forth to get a nice even distribution of
All
paint
right.
on here. Okay.
Okay, Bob. Got it.
Up and down one tap. That assures that the magic white's nice and even all the way across the canvas.
So I
Okay,
was
let's wash
looking
the
up
brush
what
out.
magic
If we
white
wash our
is
brushes, we'll
because
go
I
to this
want to
paint
try
thinner.
this with physical paint at some
Okay,
point
we'll
too.
wash him out.
But we'll see.
And I'll beat the brush just to dry the bristles. Now let's take a little bit of cad yellow here. And I think today we'll do a picture
All
that's
right.
maybe
A
like we're
little
walking
bit
through the
of
woods.
yellow.
And so let's start right here with a little bit of cad yellow with just the least little touch of phthalo green in it. And we'll add a
Oh,
little
wet
bit more of the
bristles?
green
No,
color.
I need my wet
and we'll begin
bristles.
making little
Bob,
X's.
slow down.
Just like so.
All right. Little bit of yellow.
Just work that around.
Maybe a little bit more yellow.
Okay.
And a little bit of
Now,
greenish
without cleaning the brush, I'm
yellow.
going to go right into some Prussian blue. Just add it right onto the brush here.
All right. A little
Just
bit
go
of green.
out here, and we're making little
Hey,
crisscross strokes,
Mopsy.
little
Hey,
X strokes.
FJ. I'm trying to follow along with Bob here.
Already, we begin to have a light source in this painting.
All right. Why
Okay,
is
now we'll
that?
clean the brush again.
There we go.
Once again, this is odorless paint thinner. We
All
do
right.
not use turpentine.
Now we're gonna blend because Bob's
Now, with
got
a nice
it a little
clean
bit
brush,
luckier than
I'm
me.
going to take and add just a little bit of titanium white right here in the center.
All right, Bob, slow down.
Just a
I'm
little.
blending.
And we'll begin working outward. There. By now, maybe you have recognized some of the equipment we're using
Not really.
as something you've seen before.
All right, now I need a little bit of
I
white.
learned this fantastic technique from a wonderful man that I think all of us had enjoyed for many, many years on
White.
TV, Bill Alexander.
Bob, you are going
And
so
Bill
fast.
taught me this many years ago, and it is the most fantastic way to
Little bit
paint
of white.
that you've ever seen. So join us.
That's not
Have some
white,
fun.
that's blue.
And we'll just blend this out a little bit more here.
At least I can just sort of, you know, go along
Till
and
we
do
have a
my
nice
thing.
blue sky.
All right,
There we go.
blend. I need my blender. All right.
Okay, we'll clean the brush one more time.
You know, Bob, you have years of
Now,
technique
let's start
on
putting
your
in some.
side.
Let's put in some almighty
Yeah, I
trees here.
might have
We're
to
gonna start
to
with a little bit
pause
of
Bob
alizarin crimson
periodically.
and a touch of Prussian blue. Now, the Prussian blue is 100 times stronger than the crimson.
All right, what color
So
did
use
you
just
say?
a little blue and a lot of crimson.
Blue and crimson.
Here we're going to begin pushing in basic tree shapes. So just bend the brush.
All right, Bob.
Bend
Wait,
the brush.
wait.
Make those
Pause,
little
Bob.
leaves and branches just pop right out at you.
All right.
There he comes.
Kind of a purple color, and I'm making a tree. Got it. So, kind of a purple color. That's all right. Well, you know what? We're going to roll with purple. All right. Thank you for joining Wisteria. I hope that I can do this. It'll be fun no matter what. Let's make that a little bit bigger and see if I can make just pushing out a tree. Here we go. I'm pushing out a tree. I'm pushing out a tree just like Bob. Oop, no, I don't like that. That's too much. A little bit bigger. Pushing out a tree. All right, Bob. Look at me. I am pushing out a tree along with you, and now maybe I can let you go again. I figure after I do this, I might try one of my
These
own
little son of a guns hide in your brush, and you just have to push them out.
pictures. But I do want to
This
go
is your
along
world,
with...
your creation.
Yes,
Let's put a
Bob.
little one right here. And maybe we'll just put some little grassy areas coming down through here.
Wait, we need another tree. Another tree.
And right there. There's one.
Hello,
You're pushing
glowworm.
quite firm
I'm
here.
trying to make a
This is why I
happy
say you need an
tree.
almighty easel when you're doing this. An easel that's strong. Okay. Maybe over here on this side now, we'll add another one. Maybe a
Wait.
bigger one over here.
Bob, you're going too fast. You got a tree over here. All
There
right.
he is. And there's no secret to this. Anybody can paint. Anybody
That's
can paint.
what
All
you
you need
say,
is
Bob.
a dream in your heart, a little practice. Look at there. Already, we have the beginning of a beautiful picture. We have the tree shapes, a light source.
Hey, Lori.
Looks to me like it's early in the morning.
Bob says that it's early in the morning.
Okay.
Ooh, what
Now,
BBC show
let's
were you
put some trunks
watching?
in these trees.
Oh.
And for that, we'll take a little bit of Van Dyke Brown.
All right. Trunks on the trees. Got
And
it.
let's just lay in some basic trunks here.
All right. Wait,
There we
I
go.
need brown. Dark brown.
And maybe we'll put a little limb right here, like so.
We're going to put a
Maybe some little
trunk
something right there.
a little bit
There
bigger.
we are. Okay. Now this little fellow over here, he needs a trunk too. So we'll put one right in here.
All right, Bob. You say so.
And maybe some limbs up in here. Right through here. There we go. Just some indications here and there. And some little sticks and
Indication.
twigs.
Got it. Sticks, twigs.
Okay.
Trunks.
Maybe over in here. There we are. Okay. Now we'll highlight these, and we'll take a little bit of white and a touch of brown mixed together.
All right. White and
And
brown.
remember where your light source is. So this tree will highlight right here,
All right, Bob.
like so. There we are.
I think Bob is
Now,
much
over on
better at
this
this
side.
than me.
The light's coming through here, so we'll highlight this side of it. Okay, maybe a few little indications up through here. Now comes the fun. Now we can begin putting all the beautiful leaves and stuff on this and just really make it come alive.
All right.
So here we'll take a little bit of the magic white to thinner paint. One of the golden rules in this is that a thin paint will stick to a thick
Oh,
paint.
neat. I don't
So
think
anytime you're
I've
painting
heard of
over
that
the top
one,
of
but
paint, you need to have a paint that's just a little bit thinner. All righty, we'll take a little bit of
I know I like a lot of these.
phthalo green
All right.
and a little
Bob
bit of
is
yellow.
green and yellow.
And we load the brush full of paint. And our light's coming through here, so we want this side of the tree to be a little brighter than the other side.
All right, Bob.
All right. And then we begin pushing thousands of little leaves on here. Just, they hide in your brush. There they come.
Leaves hiding in brushes. Got it.
Just a little on this side over here, because not as much light's going to strike. Little's going to come through, but not as much.
Hey, I think I'm starting to see trees in here.
And look at that. In just a matter of a few minutes, we have a beautiful tree. Okay? Now maybe this little tree over here, we'll put a little highlight on him. And once again, we're using a paint that's a little bit thinner
All right,
so
Bob.
that it sticks.
A little bit thinner. Got it.
First thing that you have to do when you're doing this is start with an oil paint.
Oh,
that's
my.
Very, very firm. Your base paint has to be
A
extremely firm.
serial
If you start
necrophiliac.
with a thin,
That
loose
sounds
paint,
like
you're going to become a mud mixer. You
sounds
have to
like
have a thick paint on the
thing.
base coat in order to get this thinner paint to stick. Now let's begin building some little bushes and stuff in here.
Oh, we're doing bushes now.
All right, look at
All
that.
right, Bob.
You can do it. I know you can. There, look at there.
Little bushes. All right. Building bushes.
Okay, let's move up to this big tree in the front here. And let's put some nice little leaves up here on him.
Now this guy needs
You
it.
have to bend that brush. If the brush doesn't bend, you're not going to get all these beautiful little leaves, these little actions that happen.
Bob, I don't have a brush, but you know,
Okay, maybe there's a nice little bush that lives right here.
little bush.
You know, if you've ever walked through the woods early in the morning, all the little creatures are out here. They're all playing in the bushes and stuff. This is where they live, in all these bushes.
You know,
Okay, let's put something
I
on this
remember
side now.
watching Bob Ross
Nice little bush here.
when I was
Just
fairly
let your
young.
imagination run wild. Let your heart be your guide.
Kind of, I don't know,
By
11
the time
or
you sit around
12
worrying
maybe.
about it and trying to plan a painting, you could have completed a painting already. Let it happen.
And I used to be
Let it
so
happen.
fascinated watching him because he's
You know, for
just so
many years
good.
I was a traditional painter,
You know?
and I would spend sometimes weeks just working on a picture, drawing it out, getting all the little sketches and
little
stuff.
bit small.
And then I'd go back and spend maybe a month trying to fill in the blocks. And here, we let it happen. It comes right out of here. It's in you.
We
And
tried
you
to
put it on
do
the
the
canvas.
grass like he is, but
Okay, let's see. Let's try this big old tree here. Put
yeah,
some
I
nice
know what a
leaves in here.
necrophiliac is. I just didn't really think
There
of
we
them
go.
as being in a BBC show. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I think Bob's already looks better than mine, but you know what? I'm having fun, I guess.
Okay, let's try. I've added a little permanent red with my color now, just to
Oh, we're adding red.
give us a little different value.
All right.
Okay. Now you know if we're going to walk through the woods, we need a little path. So let's take a little bit of Van Dyke brown here, and let's
He
build us a
just
happy
goes
little
so
path.
fast.
We're just going to take the knife and let this path sort of just
All right.
wander right down through here.
All right. With brown and...
There we go. Just let him wander around, play, have fun.
All right.
Okay. There, we got us a nice little path. Now we need to highlight that path, so I'll take just a little bit of white,
I think I need to go a little bit darker.
and we'll just take and barely touch the canvas here. Just enough so we can highlight where the sun's sparkling through here. There. See how easy that is?
Bob, you are so much faster than
Let
me.
that paint break.
All right.
And now in order to set the path down into the painting, we'll add some bushes that project up over the path here and there. Just push them in. There we go. And you can see how that makes it just literally
This
drop right
path
into the
is so
painting.
much nicer than mine. All right. Back to grass. Got it.
Okay, let's put some more land areas in here.
Bob, you are so much
Maybe
faster
there's
than me.
nice little areas coming down through here.
I'm still putting grass on the path,
Just
Bob.
like so. And we'll have some over here.
All right.
And follow the angle of your land.
We're following the angle of the land here. That's what Bob
There we go.
says.
There we go. There. Now maybe, as we're walking through the woods here, maybe it rained last night.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it came a
Now
nice
it's
little rain.
rained.
There's little puddles. You know, after it rains, you always have little rain puddles.
I
So let's
figured
take a little touch of the Prussian blue here. It will just make us a little puddle.
a little bit how to
And we
do
put some
mountains
Prussian blue on the
yesterday.
brush, and we
I
take
figured
here
he would have
and pull
done a
downward.
mountain today. All right,
Just
Bob,
pull
Bob,
downward,
Bob,
like
Bob,
so.
Bob. Pause. Yeah, I can pause, which is good because I need to do some stuff here. All right, let's get back to the wet paint and maybe that white because I want to put a little bit of a highlight, kind of like he's got here. And then I did learn a few interesting things that I will do here in just a second. All right. Bob is just very good and very fast. I think it's all those years of practice. I thought maybe since I was going with just his first episode that aired, that I could keep up with him, but he's definitely got a lot of skill. I'm not sure that anything I do is going to look like what he's doing, but you know what? It'll be fun no matter what. Right. Or something. All right, I'm going to try and add some more bushes in here too. Man goes so fast. I'm going to have to do some water here in just a second. Also, I think I'm going to need the eraser because I went way lower than he did. All right. We're going to end that there. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, if I was canvas painting, it almost would be easier. But you know what? This is a challenge and it's a lot of fun. Wait, that's not the color I want. I want this color. Oh, okay. There we go. And then we'll get a little bit of darker in there. See, we got this. I just had to pause him. 'Cause then I can do... Bob just goes so darn fast. No, that's not the one I want. I want... And I just have to find the right tools as he goes. There we go. I'll let him start back up here in a minute. Got to get my water in. Oh, he's just so good, you know? He really, really is. It's almost intimidating trying to keep up with him. There we go. That looks a little bit more like a path now. Oh, he's a very good painter. All right. And let me get a drink really quick. I don't hate it, but he is definitely better at this than me. All right, I have an idea for this land that he was doing here. Well, thank you. It's interesting, and like I said, I'm kind of halfway thinking about, I have oil paint and I have a lot of the stuff to do an oil painting, so we might revisit this when I get everything set up kind of the way I want it. And I might try to also do a Bob Ross painting with physical paint, which I also think could be a lot of fun. But this was the idea I had, so this is what we are going with right now. And I'm actually having a lot of fun. You know, it's all about learning and kind of stretching what I'm doing and trying to figure out what I'm doing, I guess. It's so funny because it had been so long since I actually painted anything. So doing this is kind of cool and kind of exciting. I want some really white streaks to pull down in here, kind of like he has. There we go. A little bit bigger. All right, well, that kind of looks like water. Okay. Now we can make... Yeah, he was better than everyone. All right, Bob. How far are we going? Oh, all the way. All right. Gotcha.
Okay. See how easy it is to do?
Yeah, it's easy for you, because you're Bob
Very
Ross.
gently, we'll come across this way, just to give it a watery effect. Now, if you want to put highlights in here, maybe you could take just a little touch of the titanium white on your brush and pull down. And it'll give it sort of a sheen.
A little bit bigger.
There.
I feel like I'm catching up with him a little bit.
And then, once again, just come across just enough to give it a...
I always loved
nice
when he had
feel.
the little animals and stuff
You can overdo
on.
this part very easily. Okay.
It was just the
Wash off
cutest
old brush.
stuff. All right. We're going to need a little bit of a highlight.
Okay,
So we
now
can be like
take
Bob.
a little more of the Van Dyke brow.
Bob, you're already
And we can
going
just make a
ahead of
little
me again. I'm still playing. All right, can I do it with this one this time? No, I want to use this one. There we go. Okay, I did find one really cool tool, though, that will help with the water effect, and that is this. There we go. Oh, that does look more like water. There we go. Yay! All right. All right, Bob. I'll let you go a little bit again.
Puddles of this. Maybe it comes down like so.
All right,
through there.
brown.
There we are. Okay. Little puddle. And we'll just make this a little separate puddle back here.
Brown. Coming down.
Just like that.
You know,
Okay, then we'll take a little bit of brown and white,
if you say so, Bob.
and we'll lay a little highlight on there. There we go.
And again, he's just so much better. That is too
And in
big.
your world, you can do anything that your heart desires.
I mean, if you say so, Bob.
My home is in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I spend a lot of time walking around in the woods and talking to trees and squirrels and little rabbits and stuff. And I look at a lot of nature. And if painting teaches you nothing else, it'll teach you to look at nature with different eyes.
I
It'll
don't
teach you
know
to
what
see things
GIMP
that have been
is,
there all
so
your
I
life.
don't think
You've never
I'm
noticed.
using it.
And if it does nothing else but make you enjoy nature, it's worthwhile. So look around. Look at what we have. Beauty is everywhere. You only have to look to see it. Okay. And I talk too much sometimes, so we'll go back to painting here. Take a little bit of the thin white paint here, and we'll put some little water lines back in here. Okay, just like so. There we go.
I don't think
There.
my dirt looks as good as
And maybe
his.
some little water lines right here.
But you know what?
This is just the thin white paint, and you literally just cut right into the canvas with it.
Graphic. This
And let's
is
smooth that out.
Krita.
There we go.
I think that's what it's called. It was
Okay,
recommended
now I have
to
the
me
knife
by
here.
a
I'm
friend,
going to take and just cut a few little sticks
and
here
I'm
and there. All we're
kind
doing
of
is just literally
figuring it
cutting right
out
through the paint.
slowly.
So the canvas shows through. And it makes a multitude of little sticks. And these little sticks help create the illusion of distance in a painting.
All right, Bob, if you say so, but
All
I am
different
so
planes.
far behind you again. I'm doing the water line here.
Okay. Now then, let's put some bushes and stuff right down here on the grass, on this soil area. There we go. There they are. There they are. They just live right here in your brush, and you just drop them right in.
All right, grass that lives on my brush. Got it.
Okay. Now, let's take and do this. Let's put some land right down through here. Back to the Van Dyke brown. A little bit of white. There we go. We'll lay a little highlight on here. There. And we'll put a few little bushes and stuff right out here. See how easy that is?
It's easy
Okay.
for
A few more
you.
little water lines in there.
You're the amazing Bob Ross.
Just let them happen. Each week we'll try to do paintings that are designed to teach you something different, something new, something exciting, just to keep your interest going. Okay, now, let's play a little bit here. Let's have a happy little tree right in here. So I'm going to start with the Van Dyke brown.
Oh no, we're doing
and we'll make
another
his little
happy
trunk
tree.
here. There he goes. Doo-doo, boop, boop, boop.
All right, Van Dyke Brown, happy tree.
Straight Van Dyke brown to start with. There, we'll just turn the knife and give him little foots to stand on. There. And maybe he needs another little arm out here, so we'll just give him one. This is your creation. You can do anything here that you want to do. Just let it happen. There. Now, and we'll give him some little leaves, and we'll use some more of the alizarin crimson, touch of Prussian blue. Okay, and we need dark in order to show light. So first we'll put some dark on here.
All right, Bob.
We'll put some happy little leaves here and there. When we see you next week, I hope you have your almighty easel set up, the colors ready, your big brushes all primed and ready to go, and do an almighty painting with us here. Very quickly, while I'm finishing this up, I'll go over the colors one more time that we use. Titanium white, phthalo green, Prussian blue, Van Dyke brown, alizarin crimson, sap green, cad yellow, and permanent red. Only 8 colors that you need. Okay, now let's put some highlights on this pretty little tree right here. I use just a little touch more of the permanent red in this one, so he'll stand out a little more. See how easy it is to create a tree right here in your world? There we go. And maybe down here. Maybe there's some nice little bushes and stuff happening right
I
in
think
here.
it's going. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? It's
All right.
it's not
Maybe right there.
nearly as good as Bob's.
Okay.
Bob just
Here and there, I'm
kind of
gonna
had
put
it
just a
going
few little
on.
sticks and stuff.
But
that.
I'm having fun with it, so, you
Just
know.
once again to build some distance in here. We want this to have a lot of depth in it. And we'll cut in a few little sticks here and there, like so. You getting excited yet? You ready to paint with us? You can do it.
I mean, it's something.
And I think this painting's far enough along, we'll just sign this rascal. And
I don't
sign
know
the
if I'm
painting with
ready
a
to sign
script liner
this
brush,
yet
a
there,
little bit
Bob.
of oil, and I use red paint, but whatever color you prefer. Okay. And we'll just sign that rascal. I hope you've enjoyed this painting. Next week, we're looking forward to seeing you. We hope you have
All
your brush
right,
ready.
well, Bob's
Dream in
is
your heart
better, but
that you want to put on canvas.
I kind of did.
And join us
Yay!
right here for the joy of painting. And you too can build fantastic pictures.
Yay! I did
You can take them from here
something.
and put them on there.
Oh, thank you so
Until
much,
next week.
Gina.
Happy painting from all of
All
us.
right, well, that was a lot of fun. And now I think what I'm gonna do is a little thing really quick here. We are going to actually do a different one because I wanted to do something in Bob's style, but not quite Bob. So give me 1 second here while I do a thing. There we go. That way I can still see you guys and still play with a thing, because I think now what I want to do is try to do one of my own photographs in a Bob Ross style. I mean, I don't think this was terrible, but if I mess with it too much, I'm going to hate it. So we're going to try another picture. So I just have to pick a really good photo that I think I can maybe try to Bob Rossify. Bob Rossify. I think that's what you would call it, right? Let me look here. I mean, I don't know if it's going to turn out, but you know what? I am willing to try. So, you know what? That one might be good. Or that one. No. I'm looking at sunrises and sunsets. And I'm also trying not to do anything that I think will embarrass me. Actually, this might be too ambitious, but you know what? I'm going to try it anyway. So let me do a real quick thing here. And let's add an image. Let's add, browse, and see if I can find the picture that I would like to attempt to do. Now keep in mind, I make no guarantees that this will turn out even like halfway decent. But I mean, it might turn out okay if I can find it on my thingy. Let me look. 2020, 2020. Yeah, I do need to save. All right. Open that. Okay. And hopefully it will be there. And then I can shrink it down so that you guys can actually see it. Oh my gosh, this picture is so big. Whee! So how is everybody doing? I'm hoping that everybody is doing really, really good. I saw 3 deer in my front yard just a little while ago. It was a mom and her 2 fawns from last year. And they were so cute. All right, I'm going to show you guys this picture. And then I'm going to shrink it down so you can actually watch me attempting to do it. So this is what I would like to do. It's a picture that I took at Kitchitikipi, which is also known as the Big Spring. And it is about 19 or 20 miles away. And it is... it's a 40-something foot deep spring, and it's just so pretty. I got my garden bed, if you saw the video on Sunday, I got my garden bed built, and then it snowed. So, you know, we'll see. All right, I'm going to shrink this down now. And put it in the corner. My inspo picture that I took myself. Oh, it was, you should have seen the day we went there. We took this, I think, in December, maybe? And it was so beautiful. Like, you have no idea. Kitchitikipi is always beautiful, but in the winter, it's even more beautiful, you know? All right, there we go. We've got this. Oh, if I can get it filled, it's going to be amazing. And I've started filling it. I put a bunch of, just leaves and stuff in on the one day that we had that it was still nice and warm. I raked and, loaded the leaves into it, threw some branches into it, and like I said, and then it snowed. I'm so mad about that. It's fine. I realize that snow is a thing that happens. But I'm very sad about it. But it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I'm not pouting and crying. It's fine. Okay. So, I think to do this in Bob Ross style, we need to get my stylus. That would help. All right, so let's do wet paint and kind of, we're going to go with sort of a light color. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. We will see. Also, Glowworm, I am glad that your PT is going well. I see snow far more than I really want to, but it is what it is, It's what I get for living where I do, and honestly, I would not change where I live for anything. I love where I live. It's just, it gets to you after a while. It really does. But that's okay because then spring comes and spring is absolutely amazing. All right, now if I were going to do this like Bob, I would put a light source in it. And I would put that light source up here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I complain about the winter, but again, I would not change it. Although I would change the fact that I was so deeply offended yesterday. I slept and I don't think I rolled or moved once when I was sleeping. And when I woke up, it felt like I had been sleeping on concrete instead of a nice soft bed. I was so mad. Like it was so deeply offensive to me. You know what? I think we might need to go. Well, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything is fine. We need to make tree shapes. Totally gonna make tree shapes. You know what? I probably should make these tree shapes dark and then put the snow on top of them. All right. I got this. I talk to myself a lot, by the way. And then I just stopped talking altogether, which is terrible. Yeah, it kind of deeply offends me. I should not be incredibly in a lot of pain when I wake up. Like, that's just dumb. And it made me very, very mad. Alright, and then we need some trees over on this side. You can tell I am definitely not a photorealistic painter. I don't think I ever will be. But if I can at least get the feeling that this photograph gives me, I will consider it a win. Alright. And I think I saw a brush that will work really well for this. Alright, and then a little bit lighter. Yeah. Well, it's a thing anyway. You know, it's a good thing I've never claimed to be an artist, because I don't think it's a claim I could back up. I just claim that I'm having a lot of fun. I might have to look into other programs eventually. But I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of finally starting to a little bit understand this one. And then I get afraid to kind of change. I get very set in my ways, which is probably a bad thing. But it's also just kind of a thing, I guess. We're going to load these trees with snow here in a little bit. I get this feeling this is going to feel a lot more dreamlike than actually looking like the picture, but oh well. My son-in-law was telling me that the pictures that I've been doing as practice kind of all looked like I was painting dreams. And I was like, I'll take that. That's kind of the feeling I was going for. You know? Kind of the feeling I was going for anyway. No, that is not the one I want. Alright, let me do this and do that. Because there was a brush that I was looking for. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. See, this is the better part about not following along with Bob, is I have more time to go digging through all these brushes. So, no, that's not it. The bad part is trying to figure out and find what I am looking for, which is always a lot of fun. Textures. That's the one I want. That's the one I want of that. Alright, cool. So, I want to go into a white. Oh, that actually does look really cool. I'm not sure this is what I really wanted, but it also kind of looks really cool. I might have picked far too ambitious of a picture, but oh, that really does look kind of neat, though. I don't know if that looks like trees yet or not, but it's a lot of fun, so. That one, I think. No, not that one. I feel like I'm just making a giant mess at this point. Yeah, this one might not work. Although, I don't know. I'm going to keep rolling with it for a little while longer before I give up in frustration. And it proves once again why Bob Ross was the true master of painting. Let me try this. Where is the thing I'm looking for? That's true. Bob did not paint with a tablet, although you know what? He probably could have done a fantastic job with one. Because I'm starting to think that there just really was not a heck of a lot that Bob could not do. He was just really talented, and you know, he just always seemed like such a incredibly nice person. I'm sure he had his moments. Everybody has their moments. But he also seemed really, really nice. And anybody that plays with squirrels and chipmunks is a pretty good dude in my book. I'm a little bit sad I have not seen the mink come back. At least not yet. But you know what? Hopefully, at some point, he will. I don't hate this. I don't know that I love it yet, but I don't hate it. Hey, Becky, who is sort of here. I already followed along with Bob, and now I'm just playing on my own. Because that's, I guess, what I do now. I just kind of play. And hope that something works out the way I want it to. How was your friend's surgery? Hopefully everything turned out okay. Hey, June, you are here too. Good to see you. You missed me following along with Bob. I already did that. Now I'm trying to do one of my own photographs, and it's it really doesn't look anything like the photograph, but I'm having fun with it. So, you know, there's that. All right, now we need to do reflections of all of these trees in my water. Oh, her surgery's tomorrow. Well, best of luck. That is definitely one of those things that I am going to keep in mind if I manage to do it. You know what? I kind of like this now. I'm just like stopped and looking at it, and I'm like, I don't hate this. Half an hour till he goes to bed. You know, bedtime was always the time I had the hardest time with. Yeah, I gotta shove some happy little trees in here. Give me a few minutes. I will be shoving some more happy little trees. I need to shove some happy little reflections. Alright, what was that thing that I was using? There it is. Alright, I want a little bit of black. I want a little bit more of these. There we go. Alright, now, do I want to try to do that ice sheet? Maybe. I could probably do that. Maybe. Maybe. It would be a kind of grayish white. As I sit here just babbling to myself some more. I might do a big tree eventually. You know what? I actually like this. It doesn't look a thing like the picture that I'm drawing from, but I kind of like this right now. All right. Work. It's good to at least occasionally like what I'm doing, so... Oh, thank you, Becky. You are always kinder than I am to myself. All right, now I want that noisy texture. You know, if you can't be hard on yourself, then when somebody else is hard on you, it's too much of a shock. So you got to be hard on yourself, at least some. All right, now I need some white. Moving is terribly stressful. How is that going? Hopefully okay? I remember you were talking about having to move, Becky. Oh my gosh. Does it look like the picture I picked? Heck no, not even a little bit. But I'm kind of digging it. I'm just going to have to go with this is the spirit of that picture and not the reality. Now I need a very, very light blue, I think. No, that one. You're not moving? I thought your landlord was looking to have you move or something. I remember that not terribly long ago. Or it could just be my brain having issues, which does happen far too often. Oh my god, that's that's a lot, Glowworm. That's wow. Oh my god, that is like highway robbery. Oh my gosh. All right, now I'm gonna take a page from Bob's book and make this water. Okay, I actually do kind of like it. It needs something on the bank. Mm. Rent is ridiculous. Like, I am fully aware of just how lucky I am that I don't have to pay rent on this place. Thank you, Glowworm. I'm actually kind of liking it. I'm just going to put a few more little tree trunk indications back in here, a la Bob Ross. And, like I said, it doesn't actually look really anything like the photograph, but the idea is there. So I am rolling with it because I actually really like the way this turned out. All right, I need just really dark green. Yeah, I lucked out so much last year because I managed to sell the house in Houghton right before the housing bubble popped. So I managed to get the house on the market and we got it sold like literally right before everything tanked. It was still a seller's market, but it was kind of the waning edge of it when we put the house on the market. And I'm so glad we got it up when we did, because if we had even put the house on the market like 2 months later, it would probably still be sitting up on the market. So I am extremely grateful that we got it when we did. Ah, you know what? I'm good with this. I actually really like this picture. It 1,000% does not look a thing like the photograph, but I like it. Yeah, I would have never gotten it sold. So, all right, I'm calling this one. It gives me what I want it to, which is the spirit of the picture that I tried to do. Not the actuality of it, but it's giving me the spirit of that picture. Oh my gosh, okay, I am good with that. I'm going to actually save that one. Save as. I want to save this as a JPEG. There we go, and we're going to call it Snowy. There we go. Saving. Yeah. That's fine. Oh my gosh, that was fun. I might have to try and do another one of these. Just one more time. You know? I think what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to call a real quick intermission so I can go and have a human break. And when we come back, I will do one more of something. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with a bob or if we'll try and do something cutesy, but we're going to do at least one more picture as soon as I get back. I'm just going to take a really quick little human break. And I'll be right back with probably my kitty tax. I can't ever forget the kitty tax. And transition, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back from my intermission and I have the kitty for the kitty tax. So here's Parky. Kitty tax. Yay, it's Parky. Oh, he's a good kitty. He's also being a big chubby boy. He's like, yeah, whatever. Look at me, I'm very cute. All right, down you go, Parky. A homunculus? That would be different. I might draw you your Shiba Inu. I could try something cutesy. It's been a hot minute since I've done something cute. But we need to actually do a new one now. That is a very ambitious art project. Where is my mouse? There it is. All right. New. Create. Yay! Blank the canvas. Alright, let me see if I can do a Shiba Inu now. I bet I can, with any luck. Alright, let me take that off. Transition that out of the way. And I need to find a reference picture. I can do that. We'll go over here and we will do this and we will say and go there, and then we're going to go with the cute little chibi ones. Oh my gosh, they're all so cute. Why are Shiba Inu just like the cutest dogs ever? Like, real ones are cute, cartoon ones are cute, the ones that are GIFs are cute. They're all just so cute. I think... Oh my gosh. Why are all these pictures just so cute? Oh, Parky's sneezing. Alert, everybody. Parky is sneezing and being very, very cute. I think everybody in the house has got a cold right now from the whole weather change that we got. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to tell you about. The absolutely cute deer that I saw today. It was the doe who I have affectionately nicknamed Lily because she likes to eat my lilies, and she brought her babies along with her, and they're last year's babies, but that's okay. They're still very, very cute. And they were all walking around, and I will get the video that I took of them up onto the channel soon enough. Oh, Wendigo. No, we don't want nightmares. We want cute. We want cute and spring and cute, and I'm just going to keep on scrolling until something jumps out and says, I'm adorable, draw me. You know? I can do this. One of these days. Where did it... There it is. Which one do I want, though? I really like the ones that they use for the GIFs, but I'm just not seeing them in my Google image search. Oh my gosh. How is that coming along? Is it getting better, Becky? Because everybody that I've ever talked to about shingles just talks about how incredibly painful it is. And that sounds absolutely horrifying. Yeah, what the heck. All right. We're gonna go with that. Or even better yet, do I have a pencil in this? Yes, I do. There we go. All right. How tiny is that? Which one was it I was picking again? Good question, Christine. Do we even know which picture that we picked? Nope. Hello, Glowworm. You are back. I am going to attempt to draw a cute puppy dog because, you know, we've done Bob, and now we're doing a cute puppy dog to kind of finish everything off with. Can I do it? I don't know, but we'll find out, won't we? You're feeling better? Oh my gosh. See, everybody that I've ever talked to just kind of says that shingles is absolute horrifyingly painful. I've not had what could be termed like actually a nightmare in a very long time, but I've always had very, very, very vivid dreams. They just usually aren't nightmares, thankfully. I'm getting the basic idea here. You know, Parky is such a goober. He just was finishing off his food, and he always has to bury his bowl. I don't know what he thinks is going to steal from him, but he always buries his food. It's so goofy. That sounds absolutely horrible. I don't even like that idea. And I know that I am going to be at least partially susceptible to shingles because I had chickenpox. And I know that that is sort of the prerequisite to shingles. You know, I barely remember the chicken pox. I do remember that I caught them when we were out camping, which I kind of remember being extremely offended by as a little kid, because being on a camping trip and coming down with the chicken pox just made me so mad, because all I wanted to do was go fishing. And it's kind of hard to go fishing when you are running a fever and have come down with the chicken pox. So I was a very mad camper, literally. But that's really about all. Well, I do kind of remember my mom putting socks on my hands to stop me from itching. But yeah, I don't remember much else. I couldn't have been much more than 6 or 7 when I got it. I'm not sure that this actually looks like a Shiba Inu. Ugh. Okay, I don't like this one. We're going to try again. I don't like that one. Pick again, Christine. Find one that you like. You know what, Becky? I don't blame you at all for the TMI portion. I would also probably ditch that, because anything touching the rash sounds like it would be incredibly painful. Oh my gosh, why are these all so cute, and why am I just not managing to do it? Obviously, it's because dogs are difficult. Or I've just been doing so much Bob Ross that right now my cute brain is not going well. Why am I whistling? That's a good question. What is this one? Oh, that is, well, that might be what I want. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other funny thing that happened to me today while I'm sitting here scrolling and not really doing much of anything that's interesting to you guys, I went down to feed the swans because, that's just kind of what I do. I feed the swans because they're very, very cute and I love them. And the two young swans have pretty much been the consistent ones that have been here, which is cool. And no, I don't like that. The two young ones were down there, and I fed them their corn, and they were, just sitting there talking to me, and I was talking to them. And then I came to go back up the hill, and one of them, who is my buddy now, followed me up the hill, even though he had a pile of corn, because he was not done talking to me, and it was just the cutest thing. I'm like, buddy, you can't come in the house. But I think I've made a very good friend out of a goofy swan, which makes me very happy. Not gonna lie, it makes me very, very happy. They're so silly. Like, swans are probably the meanest birds that you will ever meet to each other. And maybe they're even mean to some people. But they're kind of just big babies. At least to me. I like them. Oh, the swans are just... I love my swans. I also have been getting some migrant birds. They are on their way north for breeding season, and they're stopping by. So I've gotten... Oh, shit, a swan bite her toe. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that would be very painful because they have very big mouths, And I'm pretty sure that they could really be intimidating because they're very large. And I think their love language is hissing. But like I said, I also really like them. Like, my swans are so goofy. I also saw the first ducks of the season. The ducks are very offended because there's only a little tiny bit of water open, and the water that was open yesterday mostly froze again. Actually, I don't know if it's the ducks that are offended or if it's just me that's offended by the water being frozen again in the lake. Like I keep saying in the reading videos, I know eventually spring will actually be here and the snow will be all gone. I just don't know when that's going to happen, and I would like it to happen yesterday. Friday, I was wearing a tank top and I was sweating. And I was seriously considering going and digging out shorts. And today I am wearing a turtleneck with a tank top underneath it and a sweater on top, because Mother Nature is quite honestly in need of her medication to be fixed. Like, so very much she needs her meds fixed. And yeah, definitely. If nothing else, this is the spirit of the Shiba Inu, I think. He'll look even cuter when we get some color in him. Oh. You know, they can live for a very long time, too. Like, I think I was looking it up, and they can live to be in their 20s. I'm a little bit worried because one of the swans that comes and gets corn from us was limping the other day. And so I'm a little bit worried about her because I haven't seen her in a couple of days. But it's not like I could, like, hold her down and bandage her leg if something's wrong. But I still was a little bit worried, you know? I'm like, my poor girl. I hope she's okay. Alright, now I need to go to that. And maybe that, yeah. Ooh, that is really big. That is way too big. That's still too big. But I won't know until later. I mean, she was still able to kind of take off okay, but I don't know. Whenever I see them limping or anything, I get all worried. I don't like that color. Never mind. I don't like that color. I don't like that color. You know what? I could just do it the easy way. I need kind of more of a yellowy brown, not a... Swans are absolutely gorgeous, and I really do like them a whole lot. I haven't seen any Canadian geese yet, but I'm sure that they'll be coming soon. Now that I've seen at least one duck, I'm sure that the geese are going to be coming in. And then as soon as the geese are here, the rest of the ducks will come. And then it'll be summer. And then I'll probably complain that I'm hot. But you know what? Oh well. Right? Right. Yep, I did that thing where I shut up again. I need to stop doing that. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't surprise me because, like I said, I know that they can live to be really, really fairly old. I like swans. I like swans. I like ducks. I love some of the ducks that we get around here. And I really love, in the summer, we'll get both mergansers and loons. And I love listening to the loons and watching the mergansers. You know? It makes me very, very happy. You can probably tell it does not take a lot to make me happy. A little bit of warm and... Hey, Eleanor! You missed the Bob Rossifying. Now we're just having fun and drawing a Shiba Inu before I wrap everything up. Because why not, you know? It just seemed like a fun thing to do. How are you, Eleanor? Well, Becky, this doggo is mostly for you because you have sent me so many cute little doggos that I just had to keep on rolling and do a really cute doggo. Or try to. Whee! It's a puppy. Or something. He says hello. I did 2 different Bob Ross inspired paintings. I think the Bob Ross that I followed along with, I think turned out less good than the other one. Oh, I'm sorry that you had a not as amazing day as it could have been. Other than the fact that it is far too cold here, I'm doing all right. I keep complaining about it, but I'm going to keep complaining about it because I'm wearing far too many layers today because it's cold. And I am deeply offended by that. There we go. Yay, it's a puppy! It's a puppy. There we go. We'll put a little bit of shading in there. He kind of looks like a puppy, don't he? He's fun. If nothing else, he's a lot of fun. He's just a fun little puppy. We'll give him some twinkly eyes here in just a second. There we go. All right, now I'm just getting silly with it. Yay, it's a puppy! All right, let's give him something that he is actually leaning on. I'm just going to go with that. And kind of that. And just kind of do, he's jumped up on the table. Because that's what puppies do. He's like, Mom, I want food. If he was a cat, he would be jumped up on top of the table. But since he's a dog and they tend to be a little bit more polite, he's just jumped up and is propped up on there. And he's like, hey, feed me. Feed me, please. Because, you got to make a backstory for everything that you do. Right? Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So before I finish up tonight, I need to know if it's just me or if anybody else gets a random movie stuck in your head and that had a really, really good, oh, good night, Glowworm. Gina gets, or not Gina, but Becky gets to name him because this is definitely the thing that Becky has sent the most times is an adorable little Shiba Inu. So, Becky, we need a name for this puppy. And the other thing I was going to ask is, did any of you watch back in the 80s or even the 90s the movie Some Kind of Wonderful? Because I was sitting here yesterday and I was just doing a little bit of the Bob Ross attempt at doing, Bob Ross style digital stuff. Just drawing and stuff. And I was watching something on YouTube and then all of a sudden into my head popped the song from Some Kind of Wonderful, which was called I Go Crazy. That song popped in my head and I had to stop everything I was doing and look it up on YouTube and listen to it. It definitely made me feel like I had gone crazy, but that was such a good movie and now I want to watch it again. Like, that was totally random. I know I didn't need to, go on and on about it, but it just popped into my head. And that happens to me all the time. I'll just kind of be bebopping my way through life. And all of a sudden, a song will just come into my head, and I immediately have to go and find it so I can listen to it. So yeah, if you're really bored when you get off after we are done watching this, or after we're done with this, go look up the song I Go Crazy. It was by a band called Flesh for Lulu. And then if you have Netflix or something, which I don't, watch Some Kind of Wonderful because it's a wonderful movie. So, yeah. And Becky, we need a name for this puppy dog. Yeah, it does. It happens to me so often. And we will name this puppy. And then I think that's probably going to be it. A little bit shorter tonight. But you know what? I feel like we had a really good... We had 3 art things tonight. I am very, very excited about that part. Usually we only manage one painting, but today we did 3, which definitely shows that Bob Ross did something right. He definitely at least got the, I don't know where I was going with that. My brain just stopped. Good job, me. Gotta love it when your brain just completely stops. I'm gonna do this. Oh, that does make that look more like wood, doesn't it? All right. Anyway, well, I'm gonna actually name this puppy Becky. 'Cause why not? Hopefully, Becky, you don't find it rude that I name the puppy after you. But he's so cute. We'll go with that. And this is now... Becky's pupper. Yay! All right. Well, you know what? This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave me a thumbs up if you want to. It always makes me extremely happy. And I will see you Friday, hopefully, when we continue leveling Balario, our amazingly peaceful monk. So remember, that will be Friday night at 10. We're going to keep on keeping on with our leveling. I think we only have like 4 more levels to go before we hit max level. But until next time, I will see you later.